Yeah, I'm on the Budget Scrutiny Committee, and we deal with a lot of these and sort of reports and commentaries on the Irish economic situation. And it is a very interesting fact that groups like the IMF, bodies we don't associate with sort of left-wing ideology, have said a number of things. But one of them is you shouldn't pull income supports too early. And yet, despite that, the government has given an arbitrary date to pull income supports from people whose income and livelihood has been devastated by COVID and the pandemic measures the government has taken. So I just want to repeat the point, first of all, about the musicians. There is no clear time frame for musicians, and you're going to cut their PUP. And they are eating, as one reported to me last night, bread and jam. For dinner, okay? There's a problem. And they say that the onerous character of the eligibility criteria for the MIBAS means, again, if you like, the majority of musicians won't qualify. Another thing the various bodies commenting on the Irish sort of economic post-COVID period have said is we've got to really invest in education and retraining. And I have repeatedly, with you, Taoiseach, raised the question of psychologists and the fact that they have to work unpaid, on placement, face absolutely shocking fees, such that it is almost impossible for people from a working class background or even from a low or modest income background to actually get a doctorate in psychology. And I've asked repeatedly, can we do something to actually reduce the burden of fees and stop this situation where they're having to work for nothing on placement all across the health service?
In terms of points made by Deputy Boyd Barrett initially, we're not pulling supports early, we're extending supports, okay? Notwithstanding the fact you all thought we were going to be ending them at the end of June, we're not. We're extending the pandemic unemployment payment to September, and then right out to February, albeit from September onwards with reductions. By then we will have reopened our economy and our society. And getting people back to work, and also giving support to people to get back to work and to create new jobs. The employment wage subsidy scheme alone supports 315,000 workers, and that's been extended out to the end of the year. The CRIS scheme also has been enhanced in terms of the restart payment alone of 3 weeks at a double rate. Which is very, very significant. There's a new business resumption support scheme being introduced. Commercial rates have been waived, extended for another 3 months. The 9% VAT rate which has been reduced is going to be kept going until September 2022. All of that is about jobs. You don't mention any of it. You come in here and say nothing is being done. You do actually. You say nothing is being done. And you ignore the very substantive allocation of resources to protect jobs and to create jobs. And I just have to put that on the record. And there are a variety of support schemes, and the Minister would continue to work with all those involved in the arts and music industry, because we do realise it has been severely hit and needs help and needs support. And we're very committed to doing that. And there's a number and a variety of schemes that has been provided. There's going to be a new youth employment charter for young job seekers. 50,000 education places are being rolled out and training places. There's 114 million being for solace in terms of a recovery skills response programme. There's an action plan for apprenticeship going out to 2025, which will have apprentice registration raised to 10,000 per annum by 2025. And so far, the response to the incentivization, the grant incentivization apprenticeship scheme has worked very well. And we've had a significant increase in apprenticeships. And that's what we want, and we want more of that. And I think it's a very, very extensive, and it's a good plan. And the recovery and resilience plan that we've submitted to Europe is good. It's good in the green economy, which of course has been dismissed again by Deputy Murphy and others. It's good on education, and it's good in terms of work activation, which is important. And I know I have experience of this. As far back as when I was Minister for Education, we ran an 18-month technician training programme with Intel and Hewlett-Packard and other companies, where they provided 6 months internship for people after 12 months in ITs. And long-term unemployed people got life-satisfying long careers from such an interventionist programme. And there's a range of those now in place to help people reorient and get new jobs. So it's an action-focused plan which will yield results and also yield results in terms of infrastructure. And so the investment in education is quite significant and take up a large share of the recovery and resilience element of this, and also the broader measures that government are taking, in particular to get people back to work and to get people opportunities in employment.